How does a Scorpio man test you? Hailed as one of the most common signs in a study conducted in the USA. Scorpio is ruled by the planet of Pluto, known as the planet of transformation and rebirth. They are the managers of the 8th house, which is associated with taboos, inheritance, and death. Scorpio men are intimidating, emotional, and intense. The Scorpio man will test you with his possessiveness. He seeks intensity through his partners. He wants to have the intimacy that is only exclusive to him. They are easily jealous and will test your loyalty. If you are looking for more in-depth training to truly understand your Scorpio man, what his behaviors mean, what he likes and dislikes, and how to get him hooked, then also check out Scorpio Man Secrets. Anna's book is jam-packed with great info about your Scorpio man. You'll find the link in the description below. That said, before we delve into his tests, let's get to know the Scorpio man a little. Profile of a Scorpio man. If you can look at the depiction of Pluto in Disney's Hercules, you get a sinister, passionate, and determined individual. He is cunning and a strategist. Scorpio is a fixed sign and it is difficult for him to change his mind once it's made. The Scorpio man is a persistent worker. As a water element, he is extremely emotional without having to show it off. He can then come across as mysterious. The Scorpio man has trust issues. They say the planet of Venus is detriment in Scorpio because they usually try to find loops and assume the worst. The Scorpio man is ruthless and can leave out the rest in favor of his current obsession. He does not see his limitations. This makes him powerful and self-confident when it comes to his ambitions. He does not open up easily. The Scorpio man would rather not show his vulnerability, especially with strangers. They tend to judge others discreetly when meeting them the first time. They try to feel if this person has good character or not. As a fixed sign, he is stubborn and willing to stick to his convictions. They hate to compromise. In relationships, he favors the long-term and the ride or die. In Greek mythology, Scorpio traits can be seen in the story of Hades and Persephone. It's possible he can become controlling with his partner. He can be toxic, but he does so because he does not want to lose the woman he loves. Scorpio men rarely cheat. They prove time and time again that they are faithful lovers. But if you do encounter a Scorpio man that does, it means he never intended to be with you in the first place. He never loved you to begin with. If you're serious about getting a Scorpio guy to pick you and trust that you're the one, you need to read Scorpio Man Secrets. Click the link in the description. 7 ways a Scorpio man will test you. 1. He tests your depth. The Scorpio man is not shallow. He is looking for an intimate relationship that is only meant for him and his beloved. He is looking for a deep and magnetic connection with someone. Most Scorpios are loyal and stick to long-term relationships. As a secretive sign, they might isolate themselves even from their partners. This sometimes causes the partner to feel left out. Many Scorpio men struggle with the fear of abandonment. It is like you will not get hurt if there wasn't anyone that they let in the first place. Since they take relationships to the grave, they will not take separation lightly. They want to die when their person dies. This makes it difficult for them to move on. Scorpio men invest their entire being as lovers and do not want to look back with regret. Worse, those who break up with them will push him to be vindictive, and it is not surprising if they try to plot revenge. This warning is not meant to scare you. And, this could be a slight exaggeration, but they are the type to say, "If I can't have you, then no one will." 2. He tests you with his jealous tendencies. Scorpio men are infamously jealous. If Zodiac signs had a role in a movie, he would do well as a stalker. Love for a Scorpio man is not for fun. Love is the ultimate and he takes it seriously. He is painfully honest, and if he doesn't love you anymore, he won't make an effort to pretend. Do not attempt to play with a Scorpio man. As passionate as he can be when making love, he is also passionate when full of rage. He is, after all, symbolized by the scorpion. 3. He tests you through power struggles. The Scorpio man has an aura that is powerfully sensed in the room. But there are some cases when he is the opposite and feels insecure. The Scorpio man is competitive. They might use manipulation to get their lovers to stay. He can become moody. He might always ask where you are or what you are doing. He wants to find out your secrets. The Scorpio man is a dictator in love. For him, love and war always come together. The Scorpio man does not recognize limitations and will tend to push boundaries as a means of testing the waters. Many times, a Scorpio's love is too much to handle. You have to remind your Scorpio man that just because you are not feeling an emotional high does not mean what you both have is meaningless or doomed to fail. 4. He tests your boundaries. When we say a Scorpio man wants you, he wants all of you. As the manager of the 8th house, intimacy is a necessity that they keep striving to achieve. You would have to teach your Scorpio man about space. A Scorpio man will be unfair in this department. He requires a lot of privacy but wants to know everything you are doing. He might come across as having double standards. He might ask his friends to check you out, or be sneaky and read your phone messages just to be sure you're not cheating on him. You would need to let him see your point of view. 5. He tests you with his limitless suspicions. Scorpio can be faithful lovers and is willing to protect you no matter what. However, they also will do the same when it comes to their vulnerability. What happens is, he will put his guard up and watch over his partner without her consent. He is mistrusting because he does not want to be hurt. This tends to cause toxicity in the relationship dynamic. In order to lessen or avoid this with the Scorpio man, you would have to establish compromise and communication, so he does not fall victim to his paranoia. 6. He will test you through his coldness. Scorpio men seems cold because they are too occupied with their internal feelings to bother caring about what others might be feeling. Some might say this is selfishness, but it's not intentional. Their own world is just too much for them already. Many times, even when a Scorpio man cares for you, you can sense this void somewhere. It is mostly because the Scorpio man does not or cannot acknowledge your feelings. Sometimes he may not be able to validate your emotions and make you feel supported. You might be sure he will never leave you, but sometimes even when you're with him, it feels like you're on your own. If you're realizing you need to know a lot more about how your Scorpio man operates so you don't slip up, check out Scorpio Man Secrets. It's like Scorpio Men for Dummies, chock full of practical advice and real-world tips women use to build a happy, successful relationship with the Scorpio guys in their lives. Click the link in the description. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button. Your Scorpio man is testing you. Final thoughts. Scorpio men are sensual and passionate. Some might even treat them as an honorary fire sign. Overall, the Scorpio man will test you by your devotion to him. He is the type of man to move mountains just to be with someone he loves. For the Scorpio man, love is not a game. He has a fear of abandonment and may play manipulative tricks to ensure you stay. This sign does not take breakups well. Most would joke that Scorpios are stalkers, but many times it is as real as it gets. They want to consume all of you and no one else should. He is a master of hiding his insecurities and he does not trust easily to protect himself. As Scorpio is also known for their controlling tendencies, it will be good if his partner is somewhat similar to the way he thinks. A good thing to do is to establish communication with the Scorpio man and to gently teach him about having boundaries in a relationship. Do not pursue a relationship with a Scorpio man if you are not planning it for life. You will do both of yourselves a huge favor. If you've enjoyed this video and want more, make sure to like and subscribe.